Oh, look at that. He's in the driver's seat. His car must be working. Yeah, folks. So check this out. Um, I've argued with quite a few people as far as gas lines freeze or not. And see, this is what I'm talking about when I say like a lot of Americans, man, are just I don't know where they're at, man. I don't know. Like they hear something and they just hang on to it. And they give no room for possibility. Now, I am a percentage guy, okay? So I do understand that when we're talking about the majority of the time, do gas lines freeze? Well, it depends on who you're talking to, and it depends on what climate you're in, straight up, okay? Because you're going to hear a whole bunch of different stuff. And not to knock anybody, because I do have a gentleman in the comment section very supportive, and I'm not knocking this person. This person is, being positive and giving good advice and good words and stuff like that. So it's not just that person. They're like, well, I've never heard of that either. Gas lines freezing. Okay, so no, I'm not gonna throw any daggers like that. But and you're not the only one. But I'm gonna talk to the mechanics, not the regular people. Listen, regular people, they might not work on cars all the time, okay? So they don't necessarily know, all right? They know some things, okay? Let's talk to the mechanics. I don't know where you mechanics are learning your stuff from, okay? I don't know where y'all are. I know this van, I know this van. I know I've done all the work on this van, okay? And then there's some things I don't know. I'll call up or I'll find out information. But people, gas lines freeze. They freeze. Okay? If you never lived in a vehicle and stuff, some of y'all, stop. You gotta, if you've never been homeless or lived in a vehicle and been through it, you gotta, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to listen. Okay? Sometimes you just gotta listen, pray for people. All right? Mechanics. A lot of you out there, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay? You're learning things by the book. These guys that's been born in the 90s and in the early 2000s, I don't know where y'all learning y'all stuff from, man. I don't. And you're not studying enough. You're not or maybe you just haven't come across more things. But you need to have an open mind. People, get you a, if you can, a Mexican mechanic who's been a mechanic for like 40 years. An old black man that's 70. He's been a mechanic for like 40, 50 years. These guys, let me tell you, they've seen it all. They've seen it all. You can't tell them nothing. Okay? You can't, they've seen it all. I called around, got it towed there, wasn't that far. Old man, old Mexican guy. My Mexican brothers. Okay? 60 years old. Been a mechanic for 40 years. He was a little slow today. Didn't have that much. Not him being slow. He didn't have that many cars. He's like usually has a lot. This morning was a little slower this morning. It's been snowing. It's cold. He said, yeah, bring it in. We dropped it off. We pushed it in. This guy was too calm. He's too calm, okay? As I'm telling him what happened, he's like, yeah. Just relax, my friend. Relax. Take a load off, my friend. Joking around with me. He parked my car right there, closed the door, put a heater. Not all up on it, just far, about 3 feet away, let the heat. We're in there talking, got coffee, sat in there for an hour. He told me, he goes, now when it starts, when you're driving, it's gonna be puttering. It's gonna, like, it wants to shut off. Give it about 2 or 3 minutes. Keep driving though. Keep driving. Don't turn around and come back to my shop because there's nothing wrong with it. It's getting all the moisture. I said when you go to the gas station, make sure you add Lucas. That's some great stuff. To your gas tank. It's gonna get rid of all the moisture. He didn't guess. He didn't say, "Oh, I think." "Oh no, that doesn't happen." We sat down. I'm the one who's all frantic and he's relax. Sure enough, started up. We gave it a jump because my battery's completely dead. Gave it a jump. Paid the man. Didn't even think that much. You know how much I gave this guy? $20. I kid you not. We're joking around. Some coffee. Had a little coffee. And we're talking. I'm on the road. Now I called people this morning. And see, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Talking to the mechanics. Okay, I'm talking to the people who say they know. That's what I'm talking about in America. America just go things by the book, and there it is right there. That's it. Set in stone. People, educate yourself. Talk to these old heads out here. Get some real knowledge. Okay? Y'all are so into this new school, it made you dumb. And then you get angry because you hear things like this. It's like, no, I want older guys who've been mechanics 30, 40 years. I learned something today. I know this van. I know that. I thought it was everyone knew that. Everyone knew that, yes, gas lines do freeze. I thought everyone knew that. Fuel lines do freeze. Apparently, not, and I'm not faulting people for that because I don't want to bash, but educate yourself. I am going to bash you for that because the information is out there. It's out there. All you got to do is Google it. It is not going to say it's rare that gas. It's going to tell you exactly what it is and what happens and what you need to do. And this for me is not necessarily about the gas lines. This is about Americans not digging and getting the research. Put the entertainment down. You got to put the entertainment down. This whole economy is about to crash. Okay? And I'm not going to always come with the feel good stuff. That's not me. When you spar, when you do MMA, when you spar with these guys and stuff like that, you get nothing but real coming to the face. It's not pullback, it's nothing fake. So that's what I know. Real. I don't know no feel good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Real. Let's talk about it, what we need to do about it. Let's get to it. So that's where I'm coming from. This economy is about to get worse. Trump cannot save you, okay? You're going to have to be helpful to each other. Okay? Listen to each other. Listen. Ask questions. It's okay to ask questions. If you have some doubts, that's fine. But what y'all do is say, nope, that's not, nope, because I've never heard it. Nope. Man, listen. Listen to people. Y'all, that's number one thing. You're going to have to listen to people. Ask questions. That's fine. It means that you're engaged, you're interested. Even if you have doubts, that's okay. There's no offense by that. People, if you get offended because someone asks you questions because they don't believe you, that's a you problem, okay? Humans can't read your mind, so they don't have, you know what I mean? We're not having all the experience in the world. But humbleness and willing to ask questions. Though America don't have that at all. Humble, ask questions. 3 layers down. What happened? When? How? Okay, let me look that up on my end. None of that. You get none of that. I was talking to mechanics this morning. Or yesterday. Today, mechanics. And none of them. No, I've been a mechanic for 20 years. You're a rookie. That sounds good to these people out here. But from this experience right here, y'all are rookies, man. You need to go back to school. You need to go back to school. Or you just need more time. No, you don't. You just need to humble yourself. You don't need to go back to school. You need to humble yourselves and know that everything that you learned in school and in the books ain't so. That's why I don't take in everything people tell me, man. I don't do that. I have to research. I have to ask questions. Number one, I have to be humble to hear the information and then ask questions. How you think I've learned about the monetary system? I'm a dude in a van. Broke. Ain't okay, I'm not rocking on. Yet I know these truths. I mean facts. Fact. If you print money that's not backed up, if you print currency, because there's a difference. If you print currency that's not backed up by real money, poverty and homelessness. If y'all don't know that, man, come on, dude. The information is out there. If you people don't know that, that's on you. That's your fault, man. The information is there. Like, have a PhD in knowing some real stuff, not in stupidity. And that's why I'm so passionate. It's not about bashing. It's about getting America to wake up. Americans' heads been in the sand. Disneyland. So they just in La La Land with the majority are. You have some out there who are not. They know. They're like, they know. Unfortunately, a lot of those people you don't hear from because they're hiding out. Because a lot of people make fun of them. They call them stupid and all this. They're not willing to listen to them. Not willing to listen to them. They tell you 9/11 was planned by America. Oh, people run away. Oh, and it's like, bro, even a blind person can see that. Come on, man. Get the information. Dig. Stop listening to Uncle Sam. Stop listening to these people. They don't even know what a woman is. Something as simple as what a woman is. Let alone if gas lines freeze or not. Mechanics out there. So yes, people, gas lines do freeze. Mechanics, you need to humble yourself. Go to a real school. So my everyday people, yes, gas lines do freeze. You know what I mean? It freezes depending on where you're at. And depending on the year of the car that you have, gas lines do freeze. And you want to be careful of what adjectives you put in there because they do carry water. Plain and simple as that. There's no fighting and arguing. If you don't believe me, that's fine. I want you to go out there and research. Go talk to um, your nearest mechanic. No. Excuse me. Older, Mexican or black. Okay. Every now and then you'll have some of these white guys who've been working on a farm all their life. Those guys too. They can take a tractor apart and put it back, make their own tools to do the job that they need. But those white guys like that are red. They're out in the country. They're out. You know what I mean? You can't really find those guys, but they're out there. 40 years plus mechanics. 20 is a rookie. Believe me, that's a rookie. They can teach you how to change a tire. So, yes, lines do freeze. Forget about when you start living in a vehicle and you out here in these type of conditions, you're going to know what's real. And ain't nobody going to be able to tell you because you're living it. You're actually living it. That's like you trying to tell an MMA fighter what's going on in the cage. Do this, do that. And you ain't never sparred, picked up a glove, or let alone been in the cage and fought another opponent. So how can you tell that guy what's going on and what to do? You can't, man. Be quiet. Be quiet. And just listen. Ask questions is better. Any of y'all thinking about going to boxing and jiu-jitsu and MMA? Shut up. Be quiet. Even the guys out there who are already trained, When they go in there, they ask, "Hey, have you trained before?" They like, "Ah, a little bit." You see, humble. And you don't find that this guy's a black belt or a boxer or stand up guru until you actually see him spar or hit the bag or do something. You're like, "Oh wow!" Not only is he humble, but he's scary. He's good or she's good. People who just be talking though, like don't. Even with me, ask questions. Even for me, even for myself, ask questions because there's too many of these today. And the real people who know be talking like this, don't stand by the people your everyday people because y'all are blend in. Y'all are blend in. You don't know who from who today. People don't know. They don't be knowing what they're talking about. They won't humble themselves and they won't research. They won't do that for nothing in the world, man. Americans are too entertained, and comfort has dumbed them down. So we're up and running. People who are experienced, they know that yes, fuel lines do freeze. That is not even they don't even have to look like, is that even a question? No, they know right off the bat. Like, yeah, of course. So let's let's do our research, people. Let's do our research and be humble. And that's a reminder for me, double time, to continue to be humble and come with the fire. I have to with y'all people. I have to with y'all America. Y'all heads have been in the sand too long, and it's gonna boom. You gotta, you know. So until next time.